whoever you are, wherever you are, whatever you're doing, and whoever you are lucky enough to be doing it too. I'm Bushka Blitz, and I am back with today an inaugural event, Subs Replay Sunday. That's subscriber replays on a Sunday. Normally I have the Sunday as a day of rest for the channel, but we've decided since, well, by we I mean me, because I've had so many entries and so many people trying to get their videos on channel. If you're good enough to send them in, I should be good enough to get them up. So we're going to try and do it on a Sunday as well. See how it goes. If people like to watch videos on a Sunday, then lo and behold, I'll probably stick with it. Today we have a couple of videos. First off, we have a look at UTA 5000 in the M48A1 pattern. A tank that is near and dear to my heart. I actually get a lot of joy out of that. And secondly, we have Sonda 101. Sonda A, I know who you are. You're a clown. He's a very funny bugger, and he's driving the SU85i. Shout out to all those in the hospitality industry on behalf of Sonda who had to work over the Christmas period, serving the meals that made us all big and tubby, or cooking them up anyway. The chefs, the stewardesses, the hosties, the wait staff, all you humans out there who make life nice and easy in the holiday period. This is for you. Now, if you do have a video you want to have featured on the channel, send it into bushkawonking@gmail.com. And I also want to give just a quick little shout out here to GT Hawk and GT Wife on the auspicious birthday on the 22nd. That would be GT Junior, who's turning 1. Great to have the whole family at home and everyone healthy, happy, and bouncing around the joint. I'm going to be doing, or at least I'm going to propose to Wargaming that I do another shoulder or wonking competition, because the basic response previously was absolutely fantastic. We had so many videos pop in that I thought it may well be worth a go. The videos I'm showing you are going to be a mix of mobile and PC. They're going to be of varying degrees of quality. If you are recording, there are a lot of ways to record. If you're on a Mac, it's very simple. You can use QuickTime and a lightning cable and get fantastic results. You can also, on a PC, if you're using a mobile device, you can use AirPlay, AirServer, or XMirage. If you're on a Wi-Fi network, to actually record, which is really, really simple, and they'll all yield really solid results. There's A to Z screen recorder on Android. There's various jailbroken options on your iPad. But the common factor is quality for me. I want as high a quality as possible on channel. So if you can record at a high quality, it will certainly influence my opinion into whether I'm going to put the video up or not. I thought I'd just feature this little bit here while I was having a chat. It's quite a bit of giggle, and you'll see why in just a second. It's me versus two guys on Mirage. The E25 is going to come screaming in here to actually kill me with a ram. And what he's going to do is kill the i6. Because I'm in front of the i6, the E25 is going to misjudge, throw the i6 into me, and then get wrecked. Hashtag deleted. Thank you, meow. You can see the 62 Dragon doesn't know what to say. But onwards and upwards, let's have a look at the replays. First cab off the rank is UTA 5000 in the M48A1 pattern. Now, this is a real favourite of mine. He's also got the Tier 9, the clan camo on that you get for achieving supply level 9, not Tier 9. Although it's... I mean, you know what I'm talking about. M48A1 is a tank I really enjoy driving. I prefer to drive the M60 now, but it's so close, and there's such similar tanks. And it's had recently been buffed, and it's become a much stronger tank. And just so you know, guys, this is probably the lowest level of video quality I'd accept. And to be honest, in the future, I may well not be moving forward with videos that are at this level. It's not his fault. Uta's just trying to record the videos as best he can, but you can see it's really slowing his frame rate down and slowing his gameplay down. But for all that, it's an excellent game. You can see here that if you're just looking in terms of quality, he's done really, really well. They've all been spotted down the bottom, so these guys have turned around to come back, and Uta has gone hull down over here just where the E100 and the IS7 have popped up, and really nice job there. He went to go to the heat, because that E100 was showing the face of his tank, and that's the only way he could pen. But he didn't hit it. He hit him on the absolute tail end of his tank. And look at this. He's now careening down here away from that FV4202, away from the T110E5, and he's pushing up in this SU12244. The 122.44 is actually facing the other direction. So Uda's got him absolutely hands down in a terrible position. This is really, really solid positional play. Look at the way he's got the chassis of the tank angled along the edge of that ledge that is part of the pagoda, and he's not giving the SU-122-54 any shots until he's actually got one in the barrel. And even then, he's only darting out for a very short period of time to put one into him. Now, the 122-54 has a better reload, but he's missed that opportunity. You can see those guys are pushing up from behind here pretty hard. Uda is pumping into the T-57 heavy now. Really good opportunity here to knock off another heavy tank from the enemy team, but gone already. The other T-54 on his team gets him. Murat does very, very well there. The IS-7 then gets done by the IS-7 on Uta's team, and that E100 has not moved. He's set up camp on top of that temple steps. It's a pretty strong position, so it's not a real surprise. Uta does the right thing here. He actually sticks with the IS-7 and the T-54, and that's going to mean they're putting 3 guns on this E100. Rather than leaving them on their own and going to fight the other side of the map, he's going to move on up here and try and help out that T-54 and the IS-7. But, unfortunately, the rest of the red team comes in at the same time. So it was a case of doing the right thing, but it didn't really make much difference in the end. Still pumping, absolutely pumping. And he's now had to switch over to the FV4202, who's really showing some aggression here. The problem for the 4202 is that he is underneath the actual M48A1. And that means that it's going to be tough for him to get angles that are easy to pen. He's getting a lot of bounces. You can see there he's edited out the footage to actually show that. And he gets the kill on the FV4202. This E5 has gone the wrong go. He should have been pumping the back of the M48. He could have been putting HE shells in there for 500 a go. And that is exactly what was needed. However, he's now firing over his butt. He can't get the gun down in time. He's in all kinds of horrible positioning. And Uda is just pushing around and he's going to nail him. I'm really, really interested at the consumables that he's running. I've not seen someone do this for quite a while. He's got a med pack there, a multi-purpose, and a single repair kit. And that means that he's basically not running adrenaline or speed boots, which is interesting. And I find that really cool when people do things that are a little bit different. He's had an impeccable game in terms of driving the route. He's gone everywhere on time, at the exact right moment, and it's paid off hugely in terms of damage. And you're going to see that in just a second. Lots and lots and lots of shots on target. Managed to get the kill there, the Top Gun, 4 kills, and a big damage game. 7,182 damage in the M48A1, as well as the high caliber and the steel wall. And that was obviously, a lot of that was contributed by that FV4202. Now, if you're wondering what I'm talking about with the angles there, if an M48A1 is up above you on those stairs and you can't see the bottom of his tank, you can just see the turret and parts of his chassis, it's going to be at a really, really steep angle. And the FV4202 doesn't have high penetration premium ammunition, and that means he's using his 268 pen APCR, and that's going to be real struggle street to actually penetrate someone who's at an angle like that. And that's one of the reasons why the M48A1 does very well hull down on a higher level than another tank, because when it peaks over the top, the turret and such is at a much steeper angle than it would be if it was on a flat surface. Now here we go, Sonda 101, you clown. He's telling them all, I am super sniper. Whatever, you absolute grub. Move your tank and stop telling him how good you are. Sonda is a regular commenter on the the YouTube channel. So it's good to see him here with a very, very nice replay. Our final replay of the weekend in the SU-85i. Now, the SU-85i is a Tier 5 Russian premium TD. Most notable for its very, very fast-firing, high damage output gun. It does the business in no uncertain terms. And Sonder has set this thing up for an absolute whomping. He is at the back here on mines, which is a very, very small close contact map. And if you can find a space to observe here as people push up on this hill while still being behind soft cover like the camo that this bush is providing, you can really, really go to town. Unlucky there not to get a penetrating shot, but he tracked him and then he doesn't miss him second time around and actually damages his turret module as well, which that guy then repairs. So he's repaired his turret module, he's repaired his track, and that's left him in a really tough spot here because he's got no kits left whatsoever and he's got an awful lot of damage to his vehicle. Sonder's looking for other targets though, and well he might, because the little looks has moved right up towards the spawn, and Sonder's got to be very, very careful here that he doesn't get shut down by anyone who's seen him spotted. That Panzer is still sitting there on the top of the mountain, and Sonder is desperate to give him a touch-up. Unfortunately, he just won't comply and will not come out. T-34 will though, and you can see he's got that typical Russian steep upper glacis, but he's not angled enough and he's going to pay the penalty. Sonder is making hay while the sun is shining, and isn't it shining brightly today on the little SU-85i. Another contender for King of the Hill comes over the crest and says, Sonder, shoot me in the tracks. It's exactly what he does. Has him, look at the rate of fire in this thing. You've got a round coming out the spout every 4.5 seconds, and that KV-1 has been glued to the spot on top of the mountain and belted. It's now 3 on 5. The super sniper, the dude Texas, you might also recognize from the forums. These guys are regulars on the YouTube channel, and it's great to see the two of them going mano a mano on the Little Mines map. Sonder is camping it up deluxe. I think he's driven about 50 meters so far. He's certainly saving on petrol, but one thing you cannot accuse him of is actually not shooting. He's been pressing that button an awful lot. In fact, he's been doing the level best you could do with the SU-85i in these circumstances, but he's facing a very, very big test. It's 2 on 5, and the last in his team has just gone bye-bye. Sonder is in big strife. The dude is going to be pushing over. In fact, everyone is going to be pushing over. The only problem is that Sonder's still on full hit points, and he's running one of the best little guns in the tier. The dude's pushing up, he's going reverse hull down, and is very, very unlucky to be penned there by Sonder. Sonder's had enough of that. I'm going to relocate. Now, that was a very sneaky little move. Here comes the chat again. Super sniper. 1 on 4. And he's still talking the talk. The dude was hull down. Very unlucky to get penned straight on the top corner of the mantlet. And Sonder's going to try and hustle across the back of the spawn here without being spotted. And you can see that's why he's staying right up against the mountain, pumping along at 33 kilometers an hour. He's not mucking around though. He's here to shoot. He's not here to shag spiders, and he's in a perfect position. This is all because the dude, unfortunately, is driving a heavy tank. And a heavy tank does not have the camo of an SU-85i. So Sonder won the spotting war on that one with passive spotting, and was lucky enough to get the dude in a really bad spot. Now this is like a gift from heaven. Sonder knows that there's a guy on his left that's a one-shot. Oh, sorry, that's not the guy I was talking about. But there's now at least one guy on his left that's a one-shot, and there is someone in cap. So he's only missing one target. He's going to do exactly what I do. He's got a hit point advantage on that 3601. He's going to push up down there on the 3601. He passive spots the guy that's in cap, doesn't worry about him, but he's been spotted, so the guy in cap has actually moved out. So it's been an absolute perfect storm. And now he is just going to bully the 3601, who is over here with his hit point pool and his much superior weapon. Well, it's not much superior, but it's a better gun for all that. And this is exactly what you'd want to be seeing. The 3601 jumps off, relocate, choose another target. There's your bloke in cap. Gets an absolutely killer roll. Not roll so much, killer hit. That dispersion could have gone anywhere. And Sonder has been nothing if not aggressive in this entire match. He's on 3 kills. He's done an absolute cubic buttload of damage. And so rather than muck around, as is his want, he's just going to pump down and do the business, which is what you should do. Anytime you've got a hit point advantage and a gun like this. Oh, what a wonderful game. What a wonderfully played in a great spirit. And he's still telling him he's a super sniper, even after driving on top of 2 of them to finish him off. Loved it. Mastery badge, Top Gun, high caliber, Radley Walters, Kolobanov, and just 3,177 damage in a tier 5 tank. And you're talking about a tank there that has 550 or 600 hit points. You're basically doing 5 times your hit points in damage. Absolutely fantastic game. Varley the dude, well played, mate. Aggressive too, right to a 4. Thanks very much for watching, guys. I hope you enjoyed Subs Replay Sunday as much as you enjoyed Subs Replay Saturday. Leave some comments there. If you've got replays, send them in, bushkawonking@gmail.com, and we'll get round to them. Love your work. Thank you very much for all your support. And until next time, stay safe on the battlefield.